folks, and welcome back to the Hideous Laughter Podcast. It's your boy Steve here, just stopping by to say hey and talk about what we're doing this weekend. The week this episode drops, and on Thursday the 13th of June through Sunday the 16th, you can catch me and the rest of the Hideous Laughter crew with some of our best friends tearing up the convention center for Origins Game Fest in beautiful Columbus, Ohio. We'll be trying new games, checking out the expo floor, and, well, if PaizoCon were any indication, probably having a couple day drinks as well. Are you going to be there too and want to meet up? Just DM us on literally any social media or swing by the Die Hard Dice table where we'll have a presence all con. We'd love to meet up with some of you fine folks. And speaking of meetups, Saturday at 8 p.m., we'll be kicking off a little HLP Carrion Crowd meetup at the tap room of Wolf's Ridge Brewing just a couple blocks away from the convention center. And guess what? You're all invited. We will buy you a beer. All you have to do is come say hi. I'm really looking forward to this and can't wait to shut it down with you all. So here's the recap. Origins Game Fest this weekend. Get there. Hit us up. Swing by the Die Hard table. Play games with us. Then have a couple beers with the team at Wolf's Ridge on Saturday at 8. See you there. Now, without any further delay, let's get back to the action. Sit down and buckle up for this one, because it is a ride. Enjoy episode 44, A Lesson in Party Splitting.
Do you like liquor and things that go boo? Then buckle up, listener, cause this one's for you. Prepare yourself for the Hideous Laughter Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hideous Laughter Podcast, episode 44, guys. And boy howdy, we got the party in all sorts of a mess. Combat for two. But before we get there, Steve, what you drinking, bud?
I am drinking an Elvis Juice IPA from Brewdog. It is an IPA infused with grapefruit.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's a great beer. I do like IPAs. I don't really go out of my way for them, but this is the IPA that I feel like any person that doesn't drink IPAs could drink. It's super crisp. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
Do you even have to preface it with infused with grapefruit? Isn't that like 58% of IPAs?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But this one does it very
shtick
well.
now. They have a shtick.
Shtick.
Speaking of big shticks, Brooks, what you drinking, buddy?
Ooh, Cabo Wabo tequila.
Okay.
Just straight tequila today.
Straight tequila.
I like tequila.
Are you taking a shot of it? Or are you sipping that shit? What you
No, I'm
doing?
just sipping it.
Okay. How refined.
Wow.
Num num num.
Speaking of num num num, Haley, what you drinking?
Oh my gosh. The fucking transitions. I am drinking some White Zen.
White Zen once again.
Yeah. I kind of have a little bit of the box left. So.
Speaking of a little bit of the box left, Emily, I think you got the Patreon special this evening.
I sure did. Today I am drinking a Starfinder. It's tequila, blue curacao, Red Bull, and ginger beer.
That actually doesn't sound terrible.
It was a drink that was on the menu at PaizoCon's hotel bar. I took a picture of it.
We brought it back,
Making
baby.
now.
It's pretty good.
It
I like
looks
it.
Can I try a sip of that?
Sounds
Yeah, it's like a really nice bright blue color.
good. Ooh, can we just kind of keep that going around the table? I want to try
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's actually pretty damn good. The ginger beer is really nice in that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of really nice in that,
Wow. Yeah, that's tasty.
it's me, Griff, your GM, coming back at you with another Henry's hard cider or hard sparkling seltzer. This one is passion fruit, and it's delicious. So, guys, I want to clear the fucking air from last episode. I want to clear the goddamn air because I got a lot of shit from you guys about a horse only being able to travel 10 miles in 2 hours. But guess what? If you read the fucking Pathfinder rules, in difficult terrain, a horse can only move 5 miles an hour.
That's a fair point. However, you did not know that until you read it afterwards. So the facts ended up being right for you. It doesn't mean you were right.
I'm pulling all the strings, Steve. I knew everything in the background.
It's a huge asterisk.
I was just waiting for you to make a huge ass of yourself and call me
Oh
out
yeah,
on it.
I fucking blew it.
You blew it.
Hey guys, I think we forgot something.
No, we didn't, because we're gonna roll.
Okay.
All right, Haley v me v Griffin. Let's go.
Oof, not great for me.
Not bad. I mean, actually,
It's not me.
Not good.
18, so
I got a 7.
Me too, buddy.
roll off.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Do
Roll
we
off,
roll
and
off?
whoever loses does liquor only.
Oh God, you would
Yeah.
put that evil on us.
Natural 1 doubles down.
Yeah.
I got a hot 11.
I got a hot 16.
Damn. All right, I'm next. I'm next, and it's liquor only, I guess.
Looks like it's Steve and I in the end again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think this is going about the same exact order it went last time.
It is.
Yeah, it's
So we find ourselves in Hergstag with a Wyang in a bear trap and a Mwangi menace feeling a chill down his spine. I'm going to need both of you to roll for initiative at this point.
What's the lighting situation?
It is dim light
Okay.
because there is a large amount of trees in this area. And it's getting kind of dusky.
Aeronol or nah?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Matumbe rocking?
Oh, it's not great, man. It's an 11 total.
All right, 11 for the tombs. How about Eclipse with that +2 from Aeronel?
Yeah, I mean, with Aeronol and Bob with me, I'm sitting at a solid 22.
22.
Oh.
Now, are you factoring in, and I'm just curious, isn't the stain from your possession that you have to roll twice and take the worst?
Oh, yep.
Got her.
Well, fuck me. Oh, I rolled a 17 this time, so 20.
God damn it. Of course. So combat begins. And at the top of the order... Well, let me resolve the surprise round first. Because Matumbe was just targeted by a touch attack from a child-sized wraith.
Well, I'll have you know that I've got a very beefy touch AC, so...
I'm hoping for your sake you do.
Hang on a minute. I'm pretty sure that I do go in every surprise round.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well then, I'm still gonna resolve this because I made the touch attack last episode.
Okay.
And you're in a bear trap, so it doesn't really matter.
I would do so.
Alright, 19 against your touch.
Well, my beefy touch AC was only a 13.
And it would be your flat-footed. I don't think that applies.
I don't think so, but it beats it by a significant margin. It's okay.
By the way, I only go if it's a haunt, but he said wraith, didn't he?
I did.
Okay. That's the same thing the Lapper was.
Gross.
Alright, you're gonna take 4 points of negative energy
Okay.
and 2 points of constitution drain.
What? That is some shit with no save?
Well, actually there, bud. I do need you to make me a will save.
Oh boy. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Okay. I am next to a friendly person, so my will save goes up from a +4 to a +5. Oh boy, do I need this. Drain would be really, really bad. It's out of the box. It comes up to an 11, so 2 points of drain.
Yep, that's gonna be 2 points of con drain.
That's so fucking stupid. I'm so mad.
Alright, now at the top of the order, it is Eclipse.
What's my situation here?
So your situation is your arm is caught in a bear trap. The trap is going to basically impede you from using a two-handed weapon because one of your arms is caught in it until you get yourself out of there. It's also going to slow you, so you're going to move half your speed because you have this thing hanging off of you and it's like attached to the ground. You can attempt to escape it. You can either make me a disable device, an escape artist, or a strength check at varying DCs. And that would be your standard action. Or you can, attempt to cast a spell with it caught on you.
Well, it's not like it would be an attempt, so.
But before you do anything, it is the start of your turn. I need to roll you some bleed damage. So that is 4 points of bleed damage. What would you like to do?
I think that it might be a good time to bring in a friend.
Phone a friend?
Yeah, I'm thinking that I should probably summon a monster.
Before you do that,
What?
make me a knowledge religion.
I rolled a 17 plus 9.
So you can ask me 3 questions, but I'm going to give you this one because you're, thinking about summoning a monster. Just be aware that this is an incorporeal creature, and if your monster does not deal magic, or you don't have some other crazy thing, which your character seems to be chock full of, it won't do anything.
Okay, yeah, so then I would like to know special attacks.
You know that...
know one of them.
Yeah, I want details.
Yeah, you know that it has this incorporeal touch attack that it makes. It's kind of like a melee touch attack. Interesting to you, Eclipse, is that it deals negative energy damage on top of the Constitution drain. You will have to make a will save to avoid the Constitution drain. That is realistically the only special attack it has.
Special defenses.
Incorporeal. So
Okay.
it's like all of the ghosts that you've fought thus far. And it's obviously vulnerable to positive energy.
Okay. I have one more question. I don't know. General, tactics / why the fuck is it here?
Why the fuck is it here? You identify this child as a wraith spawn, which means that there has to be a wraith in the area.
It's
to have
a baby
created-
wraith?
To have created this spawn. Further, you know that a wraith can create spawns by killing a victim. So when a wraith kills somebody, they rise as a wraith spawn.
Oh. Oh, interesting.
That is very interesting.
Now what would you like to do? Are you summoning?
Well, maybe not now. Why don't I use an energy ray?
Is that a focus power?
It is.
Okay. Have we clarified, do your focus powers require concentration, or are they just, I can do them?
They don't. It doesn't say it requires concentration, no.
Okay.
It's almost like it's kind of like a spell-like ability in a way.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Do you have point blank shot?
No.
Okay, -4 to this roll against touch, right?
Well, okay. So I am going to go ahead and roll, and I'll only have a +1 because of a -4. But yeah. Cool. I miss.
Okay. Next in the order is the Wraith spawn. And it is going to attack at Matumbe again. Matumbe is still flat-footed.
This is great. This is great.
21 to your touch.
Still beats 13.
All right. Got you right where I want you, buddy.
Yep, you do. I'm aware. It's not good.
1 point of negative energy damage. Make me a will save.
I'm gonna lose so much fucking con this battle. This is bad. Alright, still standing next to Eclipse. It's even worse. It's a fucking 10.
Okay, you take 1 more point of con drain. And that is its turn. Matumbe, you're up now.
Okay, cool. Got 3 drain.
Feeling
better.
good? Feeling juicy?
Been better. So, question for you. Can Matumbe make a knowledge engineering check on the bear trap in front of him to give Eclipse an advantage or a bonus to resolving that.
You can treat it like aid.
Okay. Would that be a standard action or a free action like a knowledge check?
I'll let you free action it because it's knowledge check and speaking.
Okay.
But I'll let you aid her for that because you actually have knowledge engineering, which most people just ignore.
I
Cool.
have it.
18?
Okay. With an 18, what do you say to her?
I've seen animals trapped by this kind of bear trap. There's a little lever under it. It'll help you get it open. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I'm going.
Take a +2 for Eclipse if she attempts to do any of the actions I described to escape.
Cool. A wraith is a form of undead, correct?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. So what Matumbe is going to do is going to swift action Bane Undead his book.
Yes!
Ooh.
I've had this power for an entire level and had not had a good opportunity to use it. So,
Nice.
he is going to take... He is not power attacking, but he's going to take a swipe at the Wraith.
Okay.
It's an 8 off the die. That's a 17 to hit. With Bane, I guess that would be a 19.
That hits.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right, let's start doing some damage here. 7, 12, plus 5. 17 points of damage.
Okay.
It's a big book.
And that would be my turn.
Okay. Eclipse, you're up.
I guess I'll try to disable the device.
Okay.
That will be a 17 plus 2, 19.
You find the lever. It was right where Matumbe said.
That's right.
You press it. You take 4 points of bleed damage. And the jaw is open. That's your standard action.
Okay, so then swift action. I will put up my shield.
Okay. It is now the Wraith, or the Wraith Spawn's turn.
I'd rather not.
And it makes a touch attack against Matumbe.
Come some more drain, guys.
Yeah, this is gonna miss. I think even your touch AC. It's only a 9.
Wow. Yes, it does.
It's a little kid, man. He doesn't have a huge bonus.
All right.
And then it's going to take a 5-foot float backwards. Matumbe, you're up.
All right. Matumbe is going to take a 5-foot step towards it and take another swipe with that book
Okay.
because I need to start putting some hurt on this thing. 16 to hit its regular AC.
That will hit.
Sweet. Did I have to say that I was going to continue baning?
I
probably should
figured
have.
you were
Okay.
going to continue banning. If
There's
you
no-
factored that into the 16.
Oh, it would have been an 18 then. But, alright. Worst damage. 7 plus 5. 12 points of damage. We're keeping it coming.
Okay. Eclipse, you're up.
Where do you want to go play? Awesome, where do you live? Are you showing me?
And you see it just like raise its finger, and it's got this like gnarled little. It's like it's lost all its pudge from being alive, and it's kind of just a skeletal finger, and it points towards one of the houses in the distance.
Is that the one on the right or the left? Well, now we have to go play. It's actually communicating with us.
True.
I'm gonna guess you're just not gonna let me do some sort of diplomacy, right?
You could try.
Okay. Could you maybe stop hurting my friend? I just don't think he understands that we're gonna go to a play date. He doesn't get it. We're playing. Oh, we're playing now?
That's an important distinction.
We're playing now?
And it just smiles at you, and you see these like just the black pits where its eyes used to be. You can tell it's like looking at you, even though it doesn't have pupils.
So that's a yes?
Makes sense motive.
I'm going to.
You think we're playing, I'm just getting played.
So I rolled a 7. I have a +6, but I also have a +4 if they're under enchantment.
It's not under enchantment.
Who knows?
So what's the total?
I have a 13.
Yeah, with a 13, you're relatively sure this is its form of playing.
Alright, so if we're playing now, that's perfect. And I'm gonna walk right up 10 feet in front of Matumbe, or like right next to Matumbe.
Mm-hmm.
And I will use my battle axe against it.
Okay, take a swing.
Rolled a 17 +7.
That'll hit.
Awesome. I rolled a 3 +8 will be 11. And then don't forget that I actually do. I don't.
You do 75%,
Yep.
so that would be 7 points of damage.
Yeah, so I do 75%, not the normal 50. Oh, where's your mommy?
No, we don't want her mommy to
And
show
then it
up.
proceeds to play with Matumbe once again. It reaches its hand like right into his chest.
How bad are you?
I guess I'm not bad. It's just that I know this is going to take forever to get rid of.
15 touch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, realistically, when are we going to find someone that can cast actual restoration?
3 points of negative energy damage, and please make me a will save.
Yes, I will. Thanks for stepping up next to me, Eclipse, even though I'm sure that it's not going to matter. When I roll another 6 on the die,
What's that go to?
it goes to an 11.
You're fucked, dude.
I know.
Another 1 point of constitution drain.
Oh, that takes me down a step.
Oh boy.
Matumbe somehow looking. His eyes are looking like more hollow. He looks like he has these bags under his eyes. Like, you know he slept last night, but he just looks like he's coming off a bad hangover, and you're like, this guy doesn't drink.
I'm losing points off the bottom line, and that's bad for business.
Yeah, man. But it is your turn.
Sweet. I'm going to just keep wailing on this thing. I'm sorry. I don't want to play with it. All right. I'm going to continue the Bane. It's a 17 off the die.
That'll hit.
Yes, sir, it will. Not bad at all. 17 points of damage.
Alrighty. You're chipping away at this little guy.
Can't wait till we fight Mommy.
Yeah, Mommy's gonna be pretty fun. Eclipse, you're up.
He doesn't really know how to play. You shouldn't play with him. I know how to play. That's what I'll say. And why not try a touch attack?
Okay.
I am gonna try to cast Shocking Grasp on it, to be clear.
Okay, are you casting defensively?
Yep. So I'll roll that concentration check first.
Yes, please.
Natural 1.
Oh. Alright, so you lose the spell.
Yeah.
Are you doing a move action at all?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, do you really need a concentration check for spells that you have to hit? Like you do a touch?
Yeah, generally you would cast it as you walk into combat and deliver it.
Okay.
But that's not what I'm doing.
Right, you're attempting to touch attack it, it's still casting a spell. You basically, like, if you want to be that kind of character, you pretty much need to take combat casting. Because you're going to have to make those no matter what kind of spell you cast.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna make a move action, so...
Okay. It is its turn. And it touches Eclipse.
Perfect. That's what I wanted.
One off a crit. It definitely hits you, though, with a 19 on the die.
For sure.
So it is going to deal 3 points of negative energy damage. And I need you to make me a will save.
Oh, nope. Okay. 3 points of damage.
Negative energy.
Yeah.
You want to do your thing, but you might not want to waste it right now.
Mommy, probably.
That might be the time.
Yeah. And it's not mind affecting or shadow?
No, it is not.
12.
All right, you fail. You take 1 point of con drain.
Yep, roll a 6 on the die.
Alrighty, Matumbe, you're up.
I only have 2 rounds of Bane left. And if there are more of these kids or a mommy around, that could be trouble.
Make me an intelligence check.
You actually want me to do that?
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
okay, fine. 14? Yeah.
You get the thought that there might be like 6 of these kids, just based off
Great.
the trial.
Great. Alright, I'm turning Bane off. I'm gonna power attack, though.
All right.
Alright, 13 off the die. That comes up to a 21, 22
Yep, definitely
against the
hits.
dead. Sweet.
Definitely hits.
10 points of damage.
Okay. Eclipse, you're up.
How about we play a different way? And I am going to swing the battle axe. 17 on the die plus 7.
right,
Apparently
that'll
the
hit.
battle axe is it.
Battle axe is the only way.
I rolled another 3, so 7 total points with the 75% factored in.
So would that go to 5?
No, with it factored in.
Oh, with it
only.
factored in.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I got another 11 points. And so are you.
And it
Be nice.
fades out of existence.
Alright!
Yay!
That was only a little bit terrible.
Only a little bit, just a smidge.
Yep.
So, you guys finish this combat, and you're on the outskirts of Hergstag. What are you doing?
Eclipse would like to pop herself with a wand for a minute.
Okay. Some vigorous wanding. Did she actually take a lot of damage?
We're still down though from leveling.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Eclipse, I can't help but see that you have a wand of cure light wounds.
Yeah?
May I please have some healing?
Oh, you need some healing? Did the little girl hurt you?
Show me where she touched you.
Oh yes, she touched me all over. She drained my very life essence. It looks like she got you, yet not quite nearly as bad as she got me.
Oh, she just wanted to play, I guess.
I
So-
don't like that game.
I'm gonna start rolling some health for you.
Alright, appreciate it.
And I'll split it off. I've got 4,
Alright, please keep it coming.
6,
Yeah, let me go one more.
4.
Perfect.
Okay.
That takes me 1 below full, so we should be good.
So the gruesome twosome finds where they were investigating. They find this town. You see overgrowth pretty much everywhere. The homes are boarded up, some of them more sturdily than others. But it doesn't look like a living soul has entered this place in months.
What an overgrown, ramshackle town. Eclipse, do you think maybe we should begin our search where the little girl said she was her home?
Yeah, I think that's good, but we already know that the beast didn't do any of this. Because obviously a wraith had to have created all 6 of the children that we think are around here.
I certainly won't argue with that. I think it's just a matter of finding the evidence now.
Can we catch a wraith?
Is that a question for me or a rhetorical question for the GM? Because I don't know.
That is both.
No.
If it is a wraith that did all of this, it's a wraith that's causing the children, killed the children, made their own children from the other children, wraiths can't be caught. We can't get evidence of that.
Make me but either of you can do this, a knowledge religion. Eclipse, you can also make a heal check.
Oh, I'm great at that. Not at all. Religion, though.
17?
I got 16 on the die plus 9, so.
Nice.
So that's a 25. Alright. You're thinking about, he can't really catch a wraith. How could we possibly prove this? And you look at Matumbe, and you look at the way his skin started to look like papery, and he looks like he's stretched over his bones.
My eyes are up here.
And as you observe him, you realize that there's a very distinct look to a body that's been killed by negative, like, constitution drain. It looks almost like a husk.
I have an idea, Matumbe. You're not
Give
gonna
it
like
to me.
it.
Okay.
We need to get you very close to death. Bring you back.
Jesus.
I would like to lay out at least several reasons I do not think this is a good plan.
Okay, then I would save you, don't worry. But other ways we can do this, we could find the bodies of the kids, and they're gonna look kinda like you're starting to look now, but worse. That would prove that it wasn't the beast. We have to find the bodies.
I think that's a very good idea, Eclipse. I think that should be our primary motive right now. Let's find some bodies.
Do you think they'd be at the home then?
Possibly.
Maybe it was a Nana Opal-esque type old lady who was luring children into the home and killing them, and then, yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
Coming up with wild, baseless accusations.
Absolutely.
I think that's the funniest part, because you guys don't have any of the information that the other two gathered
nope.
for this. So,
We know that the child pointed at a house.
so you're just kind of running
to the house.
blind
Going to the house.
on this. She points out a house that is due west. It's one of the first houses that you encounter once you cross kind of like this little ramshackle bridge into the town proper. You cross the bridge, you find this house. It's not very boarded up, and it looks like nature has maybe started to reclaim parts of it.
Let's go in. Yeah, maybe perceptions, though?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
let's definitely check it out first.
Out of character, like perception everywhere.
Jesus, the rolls are just not with me tonight. It's so bad. It's an 8.
Yeah, I'm really surprised you failed every will save.
Every single one.
I rolled a 9 plus 8, and that will get me to a 17. Not high.
You can look into the building. I think you look through some of the shattered windows.
Matumbe, boost me up.
All right. He interlaces his fingers.
So, Clips is boosted. And with her dark vision can look into the house. It looks empty. It doesn't look like somebody left in a absolute hurry, but it does look like there's probably some belongings here that normally if somebody were to move, they would take. So maybe it was like a rush job, but you don't see like rotting food on the table or anything. Like the people just up and left immediately. But that's what you see inside.
It looks like there was some planning involved in whoever left this home.
Maybe this would be a dead end then. Let's pop in there and take a quick look around and keep moving.
Sounds good.
So you case the joint,
Yeah.
and then you hop inside. Make a perception check.
Fuck me. It's a 9.
Same. I rolled a 1 plus
cool.
8.
So you're looking through the house, and you're not really finding much of anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
You think that, this was just a family that likely left, and that's kind of the story that Barrister Koppel would have told you about this town, is that these people kind of all left in a hurry because of the ghosts of the children haunting the town. Until
Oh, God.
you find a book. And it's pretty easy to see. It's a diary on the bedside table once you enter into the bedroom.
I'll grab the book and open it.
Okay. You flip it open, and I imagine start with like the most recent entry, so the last one.
Sure.
And you do read an entry that describes the beast getting away. And it describes the children coming back, their child in particular, Rachel. It also describes how the men of the town didn't want to leave at first and wanted to see if the beast would come back. When they were finally convinced, they laid traps all over the town. Bear traps. They figured if the beast were to come back, they could at least kill him too if they caught him in a trap.
The men were paranoid. They tried to get the beast, but I didn't think they expected to catch it lying. Can I flip to the front of the book to see if there's a name in there? I know you said the child's name was Rachel. Is this a name we would recognize, or?
It's not a name of any of the witnesses that...
Okay.
You recognize the name Rachel as one of the 6 dead children, but that family has long since left Lepidstadt.
And what's that family's name?
The Strapples.
Oh no. A damned lineage.
It talks about... You read further into the journal, and it talks about their son, Steve, that they were oh so disappointed in.
The seed was weak. Poor genes.
So, that's what you find.
All right, that's a level of meta that I don't think any actual podcast has reached. Yeah, we rolled terrible perceptions. We found this diary, though, and keep moving through the town, I guess.
Yeah, so I imagine you guys begin searching the town. Now, before you carry on, I'd like to move back to our other 2 players at the table. So, you guys finished up your tasks in town, and I imagine you had put together kind of just a plan to travel together to Herkstag once you were both finished. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So you meet up at the stables and you begin your journey through this rough terrain, and you realize the horses are only going 5 miles per hour.
You're the worst.
So you depart for Herkstag together. Horse next to horse. What are you guys doing on your journey?
Right away, as we start, once we clear the city, Lyra will turn to Ikmer and say, I'm so glad I caught up to you before Herkstad. I have a present for you. We better be vigilant, though. The spirits of the children haunt the city, and whatever killed them may still linger. I fear Matumbe and Eclipse might be in troubled water.
Well, yeah. I mean, I definitely don't think that they're safe over there, so we should keep going as fast as you can, but keep holding me close, and I'll be sure to protect you.
That's so kind of you. I think we can work well together. And with that, Lyra's going to pull out the Prince of Wolves hero card that she found in her deck a while ago, and she's going to hand it over to Ick, saying, Our lives have been chaotic recently, but I have noticed.
Oh, Lyra, you're making me blush. I can't believe it. Thank you for giving me this. You're so nice to me.
You're going through more changes than a normal boy does. Some will see it as a gift, others as a curse. Professor Lorimore taught me to take the good with the bad. It helps me sleep at night when the darkness seeps in.
Well, it's really pretty weird that you're noticing me like that, Lyra, but... I certainly get urges now and then, but I really didn't think of you quite like that before. But now with riding on horseback and with the wind in your hair.
Ikmer, I think you misunderstand my intentions. I merely know what it's like to have a curse. I had someone to help me through it, and I want to be there for you if you need the help too. I know my affinity for the sea is not always helpful, but I can work the tides in my favor to gain strength. I'm going through changes too, see? And Lyra slightly lifts up her skirt enough to expose her calf.
Steve on the ones and twos.
And the skin on her calf looks very tough and almost scaly.
What's the opposite of that song? Yuck.
You.
Well, Lyra, you know that I certainly don't mind if your body has a little bit of imperfections. You know, I realize that I'm not that pretty myself, but, you know, you and, well, the pretty wolf lady and Sajira, well, you guys are all just, you know, taking notice of me. I kind of like it.
A lot of people are going to start taking notice of you if you become a ruler. Just make sure you stay true to yourself.
Well, I mean, I think a beer is very necessary. And double fisting on this horse isn't the worst thing either. But, you know, I really didn't think of it, but at first, to be honest though, Lyra, I am a little bit scared. 'Cause, I mean, I feel like you guys just like me, well, for me, at least a little bit. And I feel like, well, I fear that I don't want to change, but I feel like if it does change me, you guys won't be my friends anymore.
We're all changing, Ikmer. None of us are the same people that we started as. We can grow together, though, and become stronger as a whole unit.
Oh, Lyra, that's so nice of you.
Fucking God.
We better hurry up and catch the rest of the party, though. We're not nearly as strong split up like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I can still see Lepidstadt. It's like we barely left it all on these slow horses.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could run faster than this.
But, alright, giddy up, little guy.
Okay. And as you make it about halfway, the sun has nearly set.
Oh, Lyra, I mean, if it gets chilly, feel free to use my jacket.
That's okay.
Alright, that was the last one.
I have a really nice cloak of resistance. It's pretty warm.
So I need you guys to place yourselves on the map.
But my body is warmer.
Dear God.
Now you're both on horseback. So keep that in mind. I need you each to make me a perception check.
6er.
9.
Yeah, you don't really make anything out. Ikmer, make me a will save.
You're sure there's no making out?
Alright, that's clever. That's clever.
9 total.
9 total. Ikmer, you feel every muscle in your body tighten. Ikmer, I need you to roll me a 50-50. High is good for you.
All right. Well, this is a 93.
The 93, you don't fall out of the saddle,
Yeah.
but you're incapable of movement. Lyra, you see right in front of you, in the middle of the path, eye level with you, appears a much larger Nathalgu.
Oh.
No.
And you hear in your head, "Hello, sister. I visited Mother while I was away. She misses you. She wants you to come find her, to come home with me. Won't you join me, Lyra?"
Lyra's going to be a little bit perplexed, and she's going to shake her head to try to clear its voice from inside her head, and out loud she's going to say, No, it's not my time yet. I have so much more to do here. I can't go.
You don't have much of a choice, child. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
So, like, not everybody, though.
Well, yeah, not the two that aren't here.
Matumbe's lifting Eclipse up to look in another house.
Right? If Eclipse was there, though, she would tell Lyra that even if you shake your head, that's not how you get voices out of your head. They just don't go away. They're friends forever.
Eva.
Oh no.
Eclipse, I think we have a good thing going on here. How would you like to continue if I gave you a piggyback ride around town?
Aw, thanks, Matumbe.
God
That's
damn it.
great.
I thought Horace had dibs on that.
Oh, sorry. I gotta put you down. I do not want to step in another man's territory.
Oh, so now Horace owns me?
I'm just saying, he called dibs.
Okay, well, with that out of the way, what'd you guys get for initiative?
22.
Nice.
What about it?
11.
Okay.
22 and 11 was what Eclipse and Matumbe got earlier this episode. Because I remember it's exactly double.
Nice.
Whoa.
But then I had to roll twice, so.
Well, yeah. I guess that's a good point. Yeah, you dropped down to 20.
All right, place yourselves on the map and place this beastie 20 feet in front of you on the path.
Yeah, that's the rat swarm I got at PaizoCon.
I feel like an amorphous blob of limbs.
Yeah, that's
about accurate
perfect.
for this. So, combat begins, and Lyra, you're at the top of the order. You're on a horse currently. The horse doesn't appear to like this creature.
So have the horses stopped moving?
Yes,
Okay.
and they're actually kind of braying and look like they might bolt.
In order to keep herself calm and also to boost the rest of the party and maybe even the horses, Lyra is going to start singing
Okay.
a calming song to inspire courage.
Sounds good.
And this is now at a +2. So put that on your sheet.
Nice. Okay, and that's your standard action?
Yes.
So then as a move action, you can either dismount or attempt to get the horse to move with a pretty high ride check because it's not a battle-trained horse. I would let you use handle animal as well.
I don't have much of a ride check. What kind of check would it be to dismount, or is that...
That's also a ride, but it's a lower check. To fall softly, basically.
The horse would be nice, but I'm worried that it's going to take me in the wrong direction completely, so Lyra will dismount from her horse.
Okay, make me a ride check.
10?
A 10 is not enough. You fall off the horse and are prone.
That sucks.
Okay, with that, Ikmer is actually next in the initiative order. You are under the effects of a spell. Go ahead and put Paralyzed on your Hero Lab,
All right.
but you can go ahead and make me another will save.
And if this is a charm effect or a fear effect, you get a +2.
Is it?
No,
Darn it.
it is a compulsion. I don't know if that helps.
Well, I got an 11.
All right. Roll me a percentile. High is good for you. 51 and above.
61.
61. Ikmer is locked in the seat of his
Somehow.
horse.
Yes.
And I'm going to roll a percentile now. So, this percentile, high, is going to be good for you guys. It's going to decide whether your horses stick around or they move the full extent of their movement away.
Oh boy.
That's a 46.
Oh boy.
So they're each going to move. So Lyra's horse is just running back down the trail. Ikmer's horse is actually going to run to his left 50 feet.
But he has difficult terrain.
Oh, you're right.
They all do.
25 feet. Well, actually,
played him at
it
his
would
own
be
game.
50 feet because it's double moving.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the horse has run, and now it is the Nithalgu's turn. It moves up to Lyra, flying, comes down to her level, and bites at her. I've been trying so hard to get you alone. Let's see what we got. So you are prone, so it takes a +4 to this. So it was a 15, so it would be a 19.
That ties.
Okay. You're going to take 10 points of damage, and I need you to make me a fortitude save.
17.
Fail. You take 1 point of strength damage, and this effect is going to persist. It's poison. It's now your turn. Your horse has run from you. Ikmer is far away. What do you do?
Standing up would provoke an
Will
attack.
provoke, yes.
All right. Is it possible to crawl 5 feet back without provoking?
That will still provoke. Especially because you're on difficult terrain, so you can't really do 5-foot stuff.
Ah, okay.
It can because it has a perfect flight.
Cool. You know, I thought that the Nithalgu coming in was going to be another little scare tactic, like the end of Antrellis's little Treehouse of Horrors.
Yeah, we're done with scare tactics.
Yep.
I'm going to put the fear of splitting the party into you guys, though.
All right. Lyra's going to try to cast defensively,
Okay.
and I make it.
All right.
Lyra is going to cast Burst of Radiance.
Ooh.
Nice. Nice.
So I need the Nithalgu to take a reflex save.
Reflex save. Not one of its best ones. That's only a 13.
That doesn't save. So it is now blinded for 4 rounds.
Nice.
And not only that,
Oh, wait. Does that spell have spell resistance?
yes.
Make me a spell resistance roll, please.
Cool.
What is that?
Roll plus your caster level.
Yep.
Okay. So roll plus my caster level would be 18.
The spell has no effect.
I was gonna do so much damage and blind it and be able to get away.
So, Griffin, this is the first time this has happened on the campaign. What's spell resistance?
So spell resistance is some creatures, usually like a magical beast, but it could be anything, have what's called spell resistance. And spell resistance is where generally spells made to attack them have a chance of failure, have a chance of being kind of deflected entirely by the creature's innate magic, call it. This creature has a spell resistance of 19. So you have to beat a roll plus your caster level check of 19 in order to be able to cast spells that can be deflected by spell resistance. So that'll be like the SR on your spell description. That means it's affected by spell resistance. So some aren't. Some spells completely bypass it, but usually like the attacking spells. So you use that spell.
Yep.
Yep. You want to get up?
What check would it be to stand up without provoking?
Acrobatics. To keep up.
I mean, I need to stand up eventually to like be able to get away because I'm kind of on my own right now.
You're very on your own, in fact. Right after Ikmer was just starting to like you.
Yeah, now I'm gonna
Die alone.
be taken by
I'm
the
sorry you got
crew.
put in the friend zone.
All right, well, I'm gonna attempt an acrobatics check. A 19.
What's that go to?
No, oh, it isn't 19.
I think you got to beat their CMD.
All right, it's not good for Lyra. So basically, it looks like if I'm reading the acrobatic spell or skill correctly, and we're basing this off of the move through a threatened area,
Which kipping up is basically. It's
So
like
move-
you're moving through the provoking spot of being right next to them and getting up.
Well, it's not good. It's 5 plus the opponent's CMD, the combat maneuver defense.
So you do not make that with a 19, and it's going to attack at you.
Do I get to stand up then? Or do I fail and stay down?
I believe you can stand up. You
Okay.
just take the attack.
Darn it.
That's only going to be a 15 to hit you.
That doesn't hit.
Unless you factor in the fact that you were prone getting up, right?
Seems like a GM decision.
I think that's usually how it works, right?
I don't know.
So in order to kip up, if you're prone, you can make an acrobatic check. It's against the opponent's CMD, not +5, just the CMD.
That still failed.
Okay, yeah. And if fails, you provoke as if you're standing.
Okay, perfect. That's
But
all we
if,
need.
if it fails by 5 or more, you remain prone.
You didn't fail by 5 or more.
Well, that's something.
But it says as standing, which totally means that it's just a flat 15 against your AC, so it doesn't hit.
Good. Something.
Okay. Ikmer, you're up. I need you to make me a will save.
Aw, yeah, I can't wait.
Come on, get back in the game, boy.
Does a 15 do it?
Nope.
Oh, you're not back in the game, boy.
Fantastic.
Make me a percentile roll.
Awesome. Can't wait. 28.
28, you fall out of the saddle.
Thank goodness I'm only 50 feet away and paralyzed.
In difficult terrain.
And paralyzed! Oh my god, right.
And the horses
Yes.
continue to move in separate directions. It is the Nethalgu's turn. And it
Haley, you ready to do the rest of this town by ourselves?
Also,
Yo, we got
Ikmer
this dream team.
is pretty terrified right now.
Yeah, because he can think, he can see,
Yeah.
he sees everything that's happening, he just can't move.
Exactly, and I mean,
He was paralyzed. The horse bolted, and he can't move, and then just falls off like in a ditch or in the swamp.
Yeah, so
Like,
realistically,
it's terrifying.
he can't see what's happening to Lyra right now. He's
And-
like on his back in like tall grass.
they were having a moment, and like where they were actually, well, like as funny as it was, but they were really like bonding and actually, like, well, they were making an effort to come closer together, but now it's just completely torn apart. I'm pretty angry.
That's what happens when Dream Team 2019 doesn't show up.
So, unfortunately for both of you, it is Nethalgu's turn. Lyra, it's going to kind of 5 foot float back, and then I need you to make me a will save.
That's an 11 unless it's a charm or a fear effect.
You fail. You fall over as you are paralyzed.
Holy fuck!
And it's Lyra's turn. You can go ahead and make another will save.
Who would have thought, with that cliffhanger last episode, that in this episode, Matumbe and Eclipse would be the dream team?
Told you should sleep on what's going to happen to Ikmer and Lyra.
So I'm guessing if Lyra is paralyzed, she's no longer able to sing,
Your song has ended.
but it
You have lingering
echoes.
performance,
I have
yeah.
lingering performance
Forgot
now.
about that.
I just took that feat. So her song still echoes for another round after this one. So she would still get the benefit. 17.
You feel your arms stop being numb,
Yes.
but you're prone on the ground, and that's your turn. Ikmer, another will save, buddy.
This one's a 21.
Same thing. You feel like you're no longer under the effect.
Hell yeah, let's go.
And it's the Nethalgu's turn. It's going to full round attack Lyra. It'll take a 5-foot step or 5-foot float up.
Oh, because it doesn't have difficult
And she's
terrain.
on the ground, so all of these are at a +4. Yeah, take off the paralyzed. You are no longer
Because
paralyzed.
that very much so affected my AC.
So the bite's going to be the big die, and then the claws are going to be the little ones.
Lyra was a great character.
All right. The bite is a 27, so that'll hit.
Yep.
The lowest claw I have is a 17. That's not with the +4.
With a +4, that hits.
Okay. So, shit's about to get really real. Because I need you to roll another fortitude save.
Is Fortitude a con save?
Yes.
All right, Lyra's using her +2
Okay.
con. It's not going to matter. It's only a 10 total.
You take 2 points of strength damage. That's the first thing. Now the bite goes off. That's 9 points of damage. The 2 claws come in and they tear into your flesh. That's 16 points of damage. And this creature has rend.
Oh, shit.
So the final bit of damage. That's 15 points of damage for the rend.
Steve, you acted very intensely to this. Can you explain what that is?
Rend is an ability that a lot of magic creatures or animals have where if they land more than one of their natural attacks, basically it describes a situation where they claw into a person and tear them apart. Basically, if these attacks land, they get free damage on top of the damage they've already done. With those initial hits, the rend on top of that is brutal. That's terrible.
Yeah, that was really bad for Lyra. She is very much so unconscious, and
She dead?
she is not permadead yet. She has 3 rounds.
Okay.
Fuck!
Oh,
So Lyra is unconscious.
Yep.
Alright. Lyra's unconscious. Roll a con save. Because you're up in the order now.
I already used my... Oh,
you got a hero card hanging out there. I
Yeah.
don't know what kind it was.
You got the +5.
+5.
+5 to a roll.
Come on. What?
I feel like I need
Yeah.
to use
Have
it.
to.
Yeah. Okay, I'm using
to.
my.
I mean, this is a
neutral
brutally
hero card.
difficult roll, but you have to use it.
I don't think it's gonna matter. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
What,
So-
what does it go to total? Just in case? I don't know.
Just in case.
I don't
She's
know.
she's at
I'm at
negative
negative 11.
11,
Oh,
so she
God.
needs a 21.
And yeah.
So you're at negative 12. Okay. Ikmer, it's your turn.
Well, I can stand up
Yep.
and then move half of my speed,
So 10 feet.
10 feet. Fantastic. Still 40 feet away.
Do you have stabilize?
He's not a spellcaster.
Oh.
Really? Should have given him a scroll of stabilize. Okay.
Can't get there.
But you could double move.
No, he can't.
No,
He's
not
spend a
with
move
that.
action to get up.
Oh, to get up, I forgot.
So, this is what's gonna happen. Oh, you made this so easy for me. Thank you, Lyra. It casts Stabilize on you, and you see a grotesque-looking tube come out of the creature's abdomen, and these worms exit its body and slither into Lyra's mouth.
And she doesn't even know this is happening.
No. Make a very important fortitude save.
I'd like to throw my hero card on this. My good hero card.
So I get 2 rolls and I take the better one?
Yep.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, neither do we, Alexa.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm doing what I can.
I think that WikiHow may be able to help with that. Want to try it?
What are you talking about?
stop!
Thank you for that because I rolled a 2 and an 18. So that goes up to
Good.
22.
The Nethal goo believes it has just infected you with this mind-altering spawn.
We've seen these worms before.
But because Matumbe, Steve, threw that hero card in, a DC 20,
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
you are not affected by the worm. But it's still right next to you. I need everybody to finish their drinks, because we'll see you next week.
Oh boy.
I
Oh
knew it.
boy.